Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NMWatch, and we are back with another initial or first look review or first look video, whatever you want to call it, for of this particular marathon watch from Marathon, right? So which one did I got, right? So boom. Okay, so it's the other way around. I've got myself the black USGM Land Black, right? So this serial number is WW194004BK-US, which means it has that US government logo on the front or on the dial, right? So I have no idea which is the part number. Maybe this one is the part number. And what is this 6645? If you guys know, please do let me know in the comment section below. And this is the serial number, right? So Watch Wrist General Purpose Quartz. Oh yeah, that's definitely the part number. The mil spec is this PRF blah blah blah. Marathon Watch Company Limited, case 38776. Maybe that is the case number from marathonwatch.com. So I didn't buy this from Marathon on marathonwatch.com website, but I did bought it from one of our local dealers in Malaysia. So that is very, very good, right? So let's just take it off the sleeve, and we have a very, very simple marathonwatch.com box here. So I'm kind of hoping that I got the square-ish box, but this one is much nicer, right? Anyway, at the back we have again the part number, black USGM Land Black. And yep, we've got my receipts here, so I'm gonna be showing you that one, right? So let's just take off the watch from the case, right? And at the inside here we've got a Marathon operating instructions, which is the good thing about this one is it is also equipped with stop second feature and LPC, low power consumption, which means that it will advance 4 seconds when the battery is going at the end of the battery life, which is about 2 years, right? So at the back it is signed by Time Zone Sundram Bahat, so that's very good. Okay, so that's good. Let's just put it back inside the watch box and let's talk more about the watch itself, right? So let's just bring it there, and yeah, let's talk about this watch, right? So let's do the dimension check. Okay, so this is quite a small watch at about 34. They say that this one is 34 millimeters, so on my calipers I've got 34.2. So let's just measure that again. Yep, 34.2. That's very nice. And a thickness, let's just remove this strap here. Thickness of about 11.2, right? So that is from the crystal to the case back. But if you include this battery hatch here, so it's about 12.4, right? So I'm gonna be using that 11.2 as a reference, right? So, and the lug to lug, right? The lug to lug is very, very short at about 40.6. Alright, so let's 40.6 millimeters, and a lug width of this is one of the reasons why I haven't got this watch initially. That is about 15.9 or 16 millimeters. So because of the it's difficult to store NATO strap size of 16 millimeters. I never really considered this watch before, but still, I've got to experience everything, right? So, and the weight on this particular strap is going to be at about just 33 grams, which is very, very light, right? And they mentioned that this thing has a sapphire crystal, so let's just confirm that. Yep, that is definitely a sapphire crystal, so that is very, very good. All right, so let's talk a bit more about the dial. So the dial is your typical black matte dial with that printed hour markers in white, and we have this 12 until 12:1 until 11 in white, and also at the inner markers we have this 24-hour dial, so 24-hour markers, which is very, very cool. And the hour markers, right? So you see those beautifully done tritium tube. I will try to get the exact color of that tritium tube later on, but yeah, still we've got 12 tritium tubes on the dial and one of course 2 tritium tubes on the hour hands and also the minute hands, so that is very very good. And we have a US government description at the 6 o'clock, and you see that my version doesn't have marathon watch at the under the 12 o'clock, which I have no idea why, but yeah, still I think this is one of the options available. And the most important, Swiss made logo at the bottom of the dial. Right, so I did not confirm with the marathon website whether or not this one has an reflective coating, but it looks cool, right? So you don't really see quite a lot of reflections here, reflections here. So maybe they apply a anti-AF AR coating, but a colorless version. So yeah, that is why this looks very very legible, right? So it features I think the quartz is Swiss made quartz F06 high torque movement from ETA, I think. So if I'm wrong, so please do correct me in the comment section below. I think it is the high torque, so I'm not really sure what are the difference between high torque and non-high torque movement, but yes, you can see that the second hand sometimes hit the mark, sometimes it doesn't hit the mark. So yeah, that's that's kind of I'm not really too particular to I'm not really annoyed by that, right? So yeah, anyway, so it features this hacking movement. So okay, so I pull up for once and I can hear the date wheel changing. So this is basically a date movement, right? So and when I pull out to the second position, it stops, right? So it hacks. So yeah, I'm not really sure whether there is a version of a non-date movement, a non-date version of this particular movement, but yeah, still, please do let me know in the comment section below, right? So we have this at the outer side of this sapphire crystal, which is flat, by the way. So it's just a bit. They don't really have any lip whatsoever. So yeah, there is a bit of chamfered here on the sapphire crystal, but it is immediately met by this blasted, right? So bit blasted bezel here, which is I don't know, I think it's okay, it's fine. I think the older version of this GPQ watches, they don't really have this bezel, but when they start using this sapphire crystal, they put on this bezel, which for me looks adds to the classiness of this or the toolness of this particular watch. And we have the exact metal finish. I think this is metal. Yep, it definitely feels like metal. Crown, right? So let's just measure the crown, how big or small it is, right? So that is 6mm crown, so very very nice size. And yeah, it for me, this fits the bill, right? So if it is good for the US government military, I think it's good enough for us mere mortal or civilians, right? Anyway, so let's just quickly take the strap off and see what is written at the case spec. So underneath the battery hatch, we have watch wrist general purpose. Basically, it is repeating what is written in the manual instruction, including the serial number there at the bottom there. So I could take off this case spec. It's just you have a tab here and you can just peel this off, but I'm not really going to do that because I don't really want to compromise the pretty pathetic water resistance of 30 meters, right? So if I am to replace the battery, I'm just gonna be opening this battery hatch, right? So but 30 meters, guys, come on, for a watch that costs more than $200, I think Marathon should give us better. But again, if these things are fit for the military use, who are we to complain, right, about, right? So anyway, let's talk a bit more about this strap. Okay, so this strap is quite good actually. So it feels sturdy, it feels it's going to it's going to I don't think it's going to be fraying that soon, because the construction is if you guys have been following me for quite some time, you know that I'm a big fan of NATO straps, and this is honestly one of the best feeling NATO strap that I've handled. So yeah, it's kind of shame that this lug width is 16mm. I think they could have extend this lug width to 18mm and give this lug a bit more fatness. is that even a word? So yeah, they could have expand the width of this lug and make it 18mm, but yeah, still, I'm not a designer, right? So this case, right, they call this fiber shell case, which is essentially a plastic, I think. So yeah, I don't know, maybe that is a technical word, or maybe that is just a gimmick. Alright, so anything, I'm not really sure, but yeah, still it is made by plastic, I think. So I can easily see the resin gate. During the molding process, they have to have a gate so that the material can go into the mold. Right, so yeah, there is, I think I can see it there. Oh, come on, focus. And we have this fixed spring bars, which is quite annoying because I can't use it. I could technically remove this fixed spring bars, but I'm not gonna be risking damaging this fixed spring bar. So yeah, you know what, I'm okay with this NATO strap setup, right? So yeah, I think there is one buddy from, I think my friend GF Watch in Singapore, sorry, in Penang. So he took off this spring bar and replaced it with a 16 millimeters spring bar. But the gap between this spring bar and the case is quite tight. So yeah, it's going to be difficult to put any two-piece strap in here. All right. So anyway, so yeah, this I think it has this, what do you call this, glued keeper here. So there's no stitching whatsoever here. So yeah, and we have this hardware in black, and it's written here stainless steel. All right. So you know what? Let's just put it on. On my wrist. Before we do that, let's do a quick swatch check. Today I'm wearing Casio A100WE, a reissue, alright, so of a very very famous watch that is worn by Sigourney Weaver in the movie Alien, right? So this is 32 millimeters in width, but this is 34 millimeters, right? So you can see that immediately this one of course looks bigger, although the width is 32.4, I think. So this is 34, but yeah, still, yeah, both are very very legible regardless of the size of the watch, right? So let's just see how it looks on my skinny 6.75 inch wrist, or 17 centimeters wrist, right? So you see that it does not look that small, guys. So if you guys have a similar wrist size as mine, so don't be afraid to try this ones, right? So if you can try it on the store, it is even better. But yeah, if you guys are scared of that too small 34 millimeters in diameter, so don't be, because this is an absolutely legible watch and easy to read watch, right? So you know what, let's just test the lume if I can get this correct, right? So let's just shut off the light and see. Immediately you can see that tritium tube is glowing already. But if I want to add, right, so I want to add that to the, yeah, you can see that the lume, the tritium tube goes in green color on the other hour hands, minute hands, and also on the markers from 1 until 11. And we have that beautifully done orange tritium marker on 12 o'clock. So I have to use this black light to show you guys, but if I shut it off, yeah, you can see that it now the camera doesn't really catch it that good. But when your eyes are adjusted to the darkness of the night, this thing is absolutely cool, right? So there you have it, guys. My first quick look at the this very very cool Marathon GPQ, or General Purpose Quartz watch, which I have been I've been neglecting for the past I don't know how many years, and lucky I think I scored a good deal on this particular piece. And yeah, I think I should have bought this a long time ago, because it is absolutely cool. Alright, so what do you guys think of this particular watch? So do let me know in the comment section below. Right, so if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.